What's going on? It's Matt, and this is another episode of What's Spinning. I know we haven't done one of these in a while. I was actually planning on doing this a little bit sooner. However, I had to wait a little bit to get this, the brand new S&M 2 from Metallica, actually shipped to me cross country. So I'm in New Jersey, and I want to give a shout out to Red Yeti Records in San Diego. They were the only place that I was able to find online that I can purchase this. And the reason why, you could have went to Metallica.com and purchased it. You could have got it from, anywhere like Amazon. But I wanted to get a very special limited edition that was only for indie record stores. And you'll see what it is in a minute. When I start to unbox and open up the record. For those of you who don't know what S&M is, it's Metallica and the San Francisco Symphony. They did this back in 1999 originally, and it was actually a really great album when it came out. It's obviously Metallica and they do something different. Everybody's going to complain, but it was a really good album in my opinion. They introduced a couple new songs. The difference between that set and this set, obviously it's been 20 years, and Metallica has gone ahead and done some of the other songs in their catalog on this album for the first time, such as The Day That Never Comes, Confusion, Moth into Flame, Halo on Fire, and then this whole section right here in the middle. This is where it gets very interesting, because if you saw S&M, or if you've heard it, or excuse me, if you've seen S&M 2 and the performance, this is actually a really interesting piece because these are all classical music songs. I don't know exactly who does it, forgive me, but they are very well done between Metallica and the San Francisco Symphony, and it's kind of Metallica going into their world. Not that the symphony is coming into Metallica's world to cover all of these, but it was really well done. I really like that portion of the album. The Unforgiven 3, All Within My Hands, and then you have the rest of the Metallica staples that they did for the regular S&M. One of the tracks that I was kind of hoping that was on here that's not, and they didn't do it at all, was the other song that they released for the original S&M called Human. It was a really cool song. I dug it. But they did do No Leaf Clover, the other song, my favorite off of the other S&M. It was the one big new song that they did, and I really enjoyed it. So, yeah, when Metallica said that they were doing this again, I was really amped up to check it out. And we did see it in the theater, Zach and myself, so if you haven't seen that, I will put a link in the description below. You can click it. You can check out our initial impressions when we went to watch the movie when it was out in theaters. All right, so let's go ahead and let's open this up, and I'll show you why it's so special. All right, so now that we're getting inside, that's really cool. I really like this artwork, and I'm going to be completely honest. The first time I saw the cover, I thought it was kind of cartoony with what they were doing, but it's grown on me a lot since I've seen it. Obviously, they're doing S&M 2 on the cover, so that's really cool. The open fold is really awesome. Now, poking out of the side here, okay, that's really cool. That is S&M 2 photographed by Anton, I can't pronounce his last name, Corbijn. Sorry if I butchered your name, but wow, this is a really cool picture book. That's awesome. It's glossy and matte at the same time. So this is really, really awesome. That's an awesome shot of James. That's really cool. And then on the back, this has got the names of the San Francisco Symphony on it, what you get on each of the vinyls, who Metallica is, if you don't know, and then just additional liner information. So I'm going to put that aside. So this is why this is so special, and this is why I waited so long to get this. Keep in mind, from Metallica's website, you could have gotten a black vinyl. You could have spent over $250 and gotten a half red, half, I think it was blue. It could have been off from the pictures on the internet that I saw, but it was like for half red, half blue, and you got like all of this other additional stuff for like $250, and that's too rich for my blood. So I opted to spend the, it's still kind of high price, but the $70 to get this. This is the orange marble vinyl that they offered only to indie record stores. I don't know how well you can actually see it, but it's really, really cool. And yeah, it's everything I kind of expected. It almost mimics what the cover is doing with the woodwork on the cello that's exploded. And then they got little etchings on here. I always like to see what they say. Obviously, this is pressed by Metallica's own record label, Blackened, so it says Blackened on here. You're not going to be able to see that on camera. It says Doring A. I don't know what that means. I'm sure somebody in the comments will let me know. And then this one says, made on the Metallipress. That's really cool. I remember that when I got the Hardwired to Self-Destruct box set, it said pretty much the same thing on there. So that's really cool that they're continuing that through all their different vinyls. But yeah, this is the second vinyl. This one's Moth into Flame, The Outlaw Torn. On the other side, No Leaf Clover, Halo on Fire. So let's see, is there anything else on this side? Download card. And then we're getting into the other fold. This is disc 3. I should probably go back and open up disc 1. But yeah, this is disc 3. So this is the classical songs that they did, and the Unforgiven 3 on this side. On this one, this is All Within My Hands, Pulling Teeth, Wherever I May Roam. Let's go back to that first fold and open that one up, see what's in there. Okay, nothing else special in there. It's really cool. Love how they get the black in there. The Ecstasy of Gold on here, Call of Cthulhu, For Whom the Bell Tolls, The Day That Never Comes, Memory Remains, and Confusion. And then going into the last fold, that's really cool how they did that. I love that. And then in the last fold, we have the final disc that doesn't want to come out. There we go. Okay. Side 4G is 1 and Master of Puppets. And finally, on the other side, Nothing Else Matters and Enter Sandman. So if you were curious as to what you get in the Metallica more expensive realms when you decide to buy their vinyl, this is what you get. And I can honestly say, between what I've purchased here with S&M 2 and what I have with the Hardwired to Self-Destruct box set, there is absolutely a lot of quality in here. You just have to be willing to pay the price. Obviously $70 is kind of steep for some people, and I completely get it. If Metallica were to give this to me to review, that would have been awesome. $70 back in my pocket, but yeah, that's not going to happen. So I knew I wanted it, and I knew as soon as I heard that there was a limited edition orange marble copy, I had to get it, just because I'm a huge Metallica fan, and I'm a sucker for limited edition colors of vinyl. So yeah, $70 is well spent. There was no way that I was going to spend $250. I don't care how much stuff they put in there, unless it was like a framed signed lithograph or like a guitar for $250. There was no way I was going to spend $250. But yeah, I'm really happy with my purchase, and I'm going to download it, put it on my cell phone, and listen to it, and of course crank this up in my office on my record player. And yeah, that is going to do it. So hopefully you've picked it up. Let me know what you think about the album. If you've listened to it, what do you think about it in comparison to the original S&M? What do you wish they did? What do you wish that they might have switched out? What they didn't do? Yeah, just put in the comments. Let me know. And I will see you on the next episode of What's Spinning. See ya!